All right, cool. Well, welcome to Behind Them Sticks. This is your boy Ham Solo. I am your host today. Today, our awesome guest that we have is going to be Mad Drex. What's going on, dog? How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic as usual. Doing really good. So as usual, I ask everybody this when I first start the show: what gaming and social media platforms are you on, so people can reach out to you, watch your content, yada yada yada. What you got for me?
I'm on YouTube. I haven't been as active on it lately because I've been busy with work, but I'm mostly on Twitter, so you can find me on there. Is just find me, type in Madrex, you'll find me. If not, you can do DRX EXE. Easy to find me on there as well. I'm on Instagram as well, but I'm barely on it because I don't know how to use it. But if you guys want to follow me on that, I'll definitely. You can just type in Madrex, Mad_Drex, DREX. Um, sorry, mad_drx.exe, and yeah, you can find me there. Sorry, that's why I barely use it.
No, I get it though. Like, you have all these different places that you can have your name, and half of the time the name is taken by somebody else, so you have to put an underscore somewhere, or
Yeah.
do something weird just to be able to keep the same name that you had.
Right.
So I totally get it. I trip up over that stuff. I mean, signing into all of those different profiles, especially when I get a new device, is a freaking nightmare. So I get it. but but yeah, what gaming platforms are you using? Like, where could people play with you or see you playing?
You can see me. You catch me on the Xbox Series X. You can also catch me on PlayStation 5. I mostly, I would probably say I'm mostly on PlayStation more, but I've been active on Xbox a lot more this week. So you can catch me on there, Matt_DREX 92 on PlayStation, and just Mad DRX altogether 92. Mad DRX 92 altogether on Xbox Live. That's how you can find me. I had to do the underscore on PlayStation because they just wouldn't take my name altogether. They said it was inappropriate for some strange reason, but that's Sony.
Yeah. They're really touchy about their stuff, and
Right.
they really, I feel like they're trying to stop you from breaking the rules so they don't have to deal with it later on in court or something like that.
Right.
So, so they're really touchy on their kind of stuff. But what are you playing right now? What are you playing on PlayStation, and then what are you also playing on Xbox?
Currently, right now, I just got done finishing up Guardians of the Galaxy on PlayStation 5. I just started Riders Republic, so I've just been playing through that, and I want to start up Jedi Fallen Order again because I want to hunt for the platinum that because I actually love that game so much. It's like one of the best Star Wars games we had in a long ass time. I personally feel. On Xbox, I'm playing through the Master Chief Collection again. I played through it all on PC, but now I just want to play it on console. So I'm just playing through all of them because I love Halo.
Is that a
And
warm up to Infinite that you're trying to do right now, or?
ironically, it isn't. I mean, to me, it isn't. But I guess I guess in some sort of way, it probably is. I think
You
so.
just
Maybe that's
genuinely
what.
love the game.
Yeah, that I mean, dude, some of my greatest times during my childhood, it was playing Halo. Well, mostly Halo 1 through 3. As a kid, man, I can go off forever. I was telling a guy in one of my tweets, I'm like, dude, some of my greatest experiences ever was playing on the Duke controller because he was telling me how much he didn't like it. I'm like, man, I was on Brute Force, I was on Halo
I
2,
got big hands, so yeah, the
dude.
Duke was fine.
Dude, I'm like, yeah, the Duke was a lifesaver for me. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about,
bro, I got reach. I'm fine.
right? but but nah, we just playing through Master Chief Collection. I was just finished up Far Cry 6, and I'm still playing through Back for Blood. I'm on the last part. Me and my friend, we just kind of held it off for a minute. So, but yeah, just playing those games currently right now in the backlog. On my Switch, I'm playing Stubbs the Zombie. There was a remastered copy of that game, so I never could get the. I don't know if you know how much that game is worth on Xbox. It's like hundreds of dollars now.
What?
Stubbs the Zombie. So yeah, you can get. I don't know if Game Pass they did a remaster for the PlayStation 4. Um, the shoot, let me anything. Switch, because I got the Switch copy, of course, and Xbox. You might can get the physical copy over there because it's a GameStop exclusive. But if not, you can also get it digital as well. So
That's expensive though. Wow.
yeah, exactly.
Is there a reason behind that game being that pricey?
You know, the retro game market, I'm gonna stay on topic, but you know, the retro game market is in demand. Highly in demand. So a lot of games are like expensive as shit over there in that area.
Well, you are a collector, aren't you? Because I remember watching some of your videos in the past, and you just had like wall full of games. If I'm remembering right.
Yeah, I love my physical games. Like a lot of my friends, Xbox, they ask me like, "Why the hell are you still playing physical games when you have Game Pass?" I'm like, "Man, it's just a habit I have, man. I love Game Pass, but I still gotta have my physical copy of it. I'm doing that with Forza as well."
Yeah, absolutely. If you have room for it, and you got, you know, if your wallet can handle it, go ahead and get you some physical games. I want to get that, but I don't have the room for it right now. I got a little apartment. I got a 3-year-old daughter, so that would just be another another hurdle to have to jump through because she wants to just everything, you know, just touch everything. She's in my dishwasher. She's in my refrigerator. She's on my, you know, games and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that something I wait to do until I get a room where I can, you know, maybe lock the door. So stay out.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, my son is like that too. Like he'll come in my room, like I have like a stack of all the games in my backlog on my table. He comes in, he'll just start grabbing them and throwing them around. I'm like, what the hell?
How old?
Like, oh, he's only one. And I'm just like, man, throw the whole damn kid away. And he's in my room. I'm like,
I feel you. Mine is 3 years old, so you got a lot of that to deal with.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, have fun. But anyways, next question I got for you is, why is gaming so dang important to you, man? Like what drew you? Because you're not just like a fan of one thing. You're a fan of many, and for quite some time. So please tell me, why is it so important to you?
Gaming is very important to me because I don't know if this is like a good comparison, but it's how I got together with a lot of my cousins. So I would like to say it's kind of a family-oriented thing for me. So whenever I went to go visit my auntie, and I'd be with my cousins, we'd be playing on everything. We'd be playing. I recall playing on Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, and then when the next generation came in, we played, you know, PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64. You know, we played all those, and I just. The thing is, I guess it doesn't make me. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say emotional. It just that's how I bonded with family. That's how I got closer. You know, us playing like Final Fantasy VII, playing through that. You know, putting in hours on that when we had time. Playing games like Bloody Roar. You know, playing games like Halo, Halo 2, Brute Force. All, you know, couch co-op and multiplayer games. You know, a lot of those bring back a lot of memories for me. And you know, that's why gaming means a lot to me, because it also kind of kept me. I'm going to be a little bit personal, so I'm just, you know, just a heads up now. I feel like it kind of kept me out of the street, because where I live now, it's kind of a dangerous ass city, and a lot of my friends I grew up with, they kind of got involved in a lot of things that they shouldn't have. And I'm not saying I'm better than them in a lot of ways, but I feel like gaming was there for me for a lot of reasons, because I know during my teenage years I struggled a lot with depression and stuff, and I was able to, even playing video games kind of help calm the anxiety and the depression I felt during those years.
Keep you grounded. Yeah,
exactly. You know, and I feel like that's what it kind of does now. You know, instead of me, you know, I see a lot of guys my age. I'm 28, so I see a lot of guys my age. They, you know, either get on drugs, you know, alcohol and all that other stuff. You know, my addiction is kind of with gaming, and that's what kind of kept me, you know, reserved most of my life.
No, that's good, because instead of thinking about, you know, how you're gonna, you know, kick it with the friends at the park doing something messed up, or, you know, going out and spending a bunch of money, you're thinking about, man, what's gonna happen next in God of War? Like, I need to get home. Yeah, yeah, you're thinking about that kind of stuff, which, I mean, gaming has its own addictions. Let's not like be completely dismissive of, nah, man, like gaming. You know, you can get addicted to that and have it be an issue, but like when you use it properly, it can really just help you save some money from keeping you from going out all the time doing crap. Unless you're addicted to buying games like I can be sometimes, where it can kind of backfire sometimes. but
It's
but
harmless.
yeah, it's supposed to be, right?
You're right.
But but the whole point of what I'm trying to say is it keeps you from doing things like going over the top and doing things that you don't need to be doing and hanging out with people that you don't need to be hanging out with. It gives you an option of escaping a possible hazard. You can just kick it at the crib, kick back, play a game, go to bed, wake up, and take care of whatever business that you have to do during the week.
Right.
And I don't know, for me, I'm really having a ball teaching my daughter how to play some of these games and stuff like that, because I didn't have that kind of stuff growing up. I didn't have anybody interested in that kind of stuff, so like I had to have my own kind of fun and hopefully make some friends. But like my parents were really strict on having friends come over the crib and stuff like that. So because I lived in like a suburb, and my mom back in the day, because I had at first my mom was very old fashioned, and I feel like you might be able to feel me in some of these areas where my mom was like, you ain't dating these certain type of people, and you ain't kicking it with these type of people, and you know, you better be in the house before the lights come on in the street, and ain't nobody of these kind of people able to spend the night at your crib. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, I don't want to sound all crazy, but like it kept me cool in those situations where I was like, man, I can't kick it with these people, but at least I can, sit down and play some NCAA football 2000 all night or something like that, so it kept the stress low.
Dude, no, for real. I was an only child, so I didn't have any brothers and sisters growing up. The closest I had to siblings was my cousins that I played video games with, and that's all. The only people my mom would really have me around, because that's the only people she trusted. I grew up in a single parent household, so not trying to put my life story out there, but my mom was like always strict on me. She didn't even allow me to stay in the house by myself until I was like 8. And like even then, when she did it, like she always called and checked up on me and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, all she ever did, to keep me, make sure I stayed in the house was, if I got good grades, brought home an A or B and did my chores, she just got me a game, take me to Toys R Us to get me a game.
Thank you. Yes, man. I had the same rules. Like, you bring home good grades and we can talk about going to Best Buy.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So the next question I'm gonna have with you kind of does have a little bit to do with the last question. It's what drew you to make content and stuff like that?
I've been wanting to do it for a minute. I've been wanting to do YouTube for a long ass time. Like, what I mean long time, I mean like all the way back since 2006 when I first discovered YouTube. The thing is, I just held it off for a long ass time, and I think what pushed me to do it, there's a guy on YouTube. His name is Glovebox Gaming. I saw him do his room tour. He's an older guy. He's actually a cop as well, so he's not always active on YouTube. But I'll actually show you. I'll probably link you his stuff channel after we get off the after we get in the show. But he kind of influenced me to do it, and just seeing his appreciation, like you see his man cave, like he has like an amazing bar, he has an amazing arcade, he had his room that he plays in with all his games. Like, there's a guy like in his like mid 50s probably, I believe, and like yes, and I'm just like, dude, if this guy can do this, and and granted, he doesn't post videos all the time like that, but when he does, express his passion for technology and all this stuff, I said, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Even though he has a hectic ass schedule and I have a hectic ass schedule as well, I can somewhat do this. So I said, but I think I posted my first video like in early 2011. It was over Cyberpunk 2077. And I said, why the hell not? Let me give it a shot, and let's see where we can go from there. So I did it, and I've been addicted to it ever since. The thing is now being on YouTube, and I don't know if you've experienced this neither, being a content creator, you become a perfectionist with this, dude. It's like I tell my subscribers whenever I stream, whenever I interact with them, I said the reason why I don't post videos all the time is because I have a freaking block I'm going through right now. Like I have like 10 videos I've edited out, but I don't know if I want to upload them or not. That are in my on my computer right now. And I said, editing it takes like hours for you to do, just for like a 5-10 minute video. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know. I don't know if this is good enough. When you start working on your own formula, you want to perfect that craft, and it's just like that's one thing that like kills me sometime with it. So that's why I haven't really posted in weeks.
Okay, well, I'll tell you the same thing that King David kind of pulled me aside and told me, because I was going through like some stuff mentally, and I was just like, I wanted to make content, but I hadn't started yet, and I was just like, man, like, I don't know where to start, and like, what if I say some stuff that just makes me look like a fool, and yada yada yada, and like, I don't feel like whatever I'm able to produce will be good enough. Like King David straight up told me, like, fuck it, dude, like, fuck that, like it doesn't matter, just post what you got, and you'll look back on it a few years in the future and just be like, I'm way better than this now. But
Right.
like, you're gonna be happy that you have a list of those videos, so you can at least say, hey, this is where I started, this was quality back then, but now I'm on a whole nother level right now. So if you got a backlog of those things that you need to put on YouTube, bro, I say just post that shit, because I'm sure somebody wants to see it, bro.
Dude, yeah, a lot of my friends tell me to do it. I'm like, man, I don't know yet. So
There's no such
kinda,
thing as perfect, man. There's no such thing.
right, yeah. But like when you spend all those hours in it, you just like, damn, you want it to be like that. So that's what I struggle with. That's my personal demon. That's my personal demons I face when I'm not being a content creator. But for the most part, I love it though, and I'm glad I'm doing it, and I'm glad that I'm looking to seek improvement each and every time.
Yeah, just remember that they're coming to see you, not your content.
Right.
So like, just remember, if people are out there liking you, like, you can be talking about a fucking fart. If they want to talk, if they want to fuck with you, they will fuck with you.
Yeah. Then again, when you see what's trending high on fucking YouTube is really just mukbangs and other weird outlandish shit. So true.
People are weird. They will follow anything.
Yeah. So
So yeah, just make your crowd happy, bro. You got this. But anyways, moving on. I really enjoy this next question, which is, what is one of the most memorable moments for you in gaming? In your history.
One of the most memorable moments in gaming ever, dude. I would say probably beating Final Fantasy VII with my cousin. I still get chills to this day for it. Whenever I fight Sephiroth, and then like it gets to you beat Final Fantasy VII before, correct?
Nope. I was never. Hey, let me let you know this right now. I'm not a turn-based dude.
That's cool.
I'm not a turn-based dude. I don't think Final Fantasy VII isn't turn-based, right?
It's turn-based, but it's not.
Which Final Fantasy is not turn-based?
A lot of them are, but I think
because there's one that's like you're straight up fight.
I know that was 15, but I know they started using this engine. Man, I don't know. I don't want to say 13 at all, because I know a lot of people in the comments probably like, no, you're wrong. I'm just gonna be safe about it and just say 15, because I haven't played all the Final Fantasies like that. I stopped playing them after 12, because 12 took up so much time and energy out of me on PlayStation 2. But do you care for spoilers or no?
Oh, I don't care. I personally don't care.
No, the final battle, I remember getting chills as a kid after finally beating Sephiroth in his final form. And then there was like a little interlude part. It was like a little mini game part at the end where you had to fight him. It was just you as Cloud, and you had to fight him with his Masamune blade. And literally, you're gonna win it regardless. Even if you don't press the attack button, you're gonna attack him, and it finishes the battle. That part gave me so many chills, and then like finally seeing the ending cutscene. The reason why that gives me like chills like it did, because Final Fantasy C7 took me through a lot of hell as a kid growing up. And like I remember I was actually up, me and my cousin, because it was his console and his game. So I think that was like one of the first times I actually was up till like 3 in the morning. Yeah, playing this fucking game. So
that's how it goes. That was Super Smash Brothers for me. I used to be up till like 6 in the morning playing that game. Dude, trying to get new characters.
I was up to trying to freaking 100% that game so damn much. God. Melee was the worst though, because the way I don't know if you remember. Do you remember how you had to unlock Mewtwo?
Yes.
I think, dude, you had to play the game for like 6 hours, didn't you?
Yes, you had to play a game for a ridiculous amount of time.
Dude, yes, dude. And if you fuck that up, oh, sorry,
no, you can cuss. It's fine.
Okay, dude, if you fucked that up once, you had to do all that again. I remember we used to just leave the fucking console on overnight.
Yes, yes, dude. Just pause it. Unplug the audio visual port in the back, turn off the TV, and just like leave a note. Like what me and Wilmy talked about this just earlier. We were like, just leave a note on the top of it. Don't turn this off. Like, so serious. Don't turn this off. Don't even look at it.
We was putting our consoles at risk with that shit, dude.
Oh man, I did that with my PlayStation back when I didn't have a memory card. I just leave that motherfucker on.
God, no, I didn't, dude. I was the worst with my Nintendo 64 because like around the time I was in the last year with my Nintendo 64. I just started using memory cards. Like literally, I don't know if you remember that Spider-Man game that came out by Activision in 2000. I played through that. I used to have, in order for me to play that game, like I used to beat it like several times throughout the day on all the difficulties. And then like my mom, because I didn't know shit about the memory card, the rumble packs shit. It wasn't until my mom went to Best Buy and she saw them in the clearance section and bought them for me. I'm like, oh well, I don't need them now because I've been doing this for years.
You're right. I'm already seasoned.
Right. I mean, the expansion, I didn't have to worry about it for Donkey Kong 64 because I already had the expansion part, so I didn't care. But all the data went on that, and same with Majora's Mask.
Yeah, and some of those games even like you just stayed into the system. It was like the system had its own little memory. Like I don't remember. I think well, a good one was like Super Smash Brothers. You didn't need a memory card, I believe, for that game.
Yeah, same with Super Mario 64 too.
Yep. Well, let's keep moving. I don't want to end up having this be 2 hours long for viewers that are trying to get to know who you are. But anyways, the very next thing I want to tell you is I'm gonna have this little game that I play with everybody, where I'm gonna say the console, and you're gonna tell me the game that first comes to mind when you think of that console. Does that make sense?
Perfect.
All right. So, Game Boy Pocket.
Game Boy Pocket. Game and Watch.
Game and Watch. Okay.
Yeah, the Game and Watch games. I don't know if I know the exact. I don't know if I know the exact name of the game, but it has like 6-7 mini games in it.
Yeah, Game and Watch is just like a game with games in it. And let's just go because I mean that's a game that works. Next one is PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2, Blood Will Tell.
Okay. Original Xbox.
Ugh. Brute Force.
Good pick. Original PlayStation.
Original PlayStation. I'm not even gonna say Final Fantasy 7. What I'll say instead though is Brave Fencer Musashi.
Bro, you're reaching in the bag. You're reaching in the bag. How about NES?
NES. One of my favorite NES games. Oh, okay. Blaster Master.
Jeez Louise, man. Not typical at all. Not typical. Sega Genesis.
Oh, dude, don't even play with me. Valis.
What game?
Valis.
Valis, what is that?
Valis is like a side scroller game. I want to say it's more of an adventure game, but you play as a It's about a girl in Japan you play as. It's kind of the cutscenes are like anime, like the 80s, 90s anime style. But you're this girl who acquires this blade sword, and it's called the Valis Blade, and you attack demons and stuff through the city. Long story short, the girl's friend, ends up becoming a demon queen. I don't know if the Zora story, the complete story exactly, because I haven't played in a long time. But I know her friend becomes evil, and it's your job to stop the demons from consuming your friend, and kill the demons throughout the city. So it's kind of like one of those games, save your friend from the demons. And
All right.
fighter.
Sounds pretty cool. But moving on to the next one, how about Dreamcast?
Oh man, don't get me started.
You gonna say that about everyone?
Dude, because I played on all those damn consoles, dude. I love it. But Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Oh, classic right there. That one's a good one. Man, that game is one of those games that just don't go away.
Dude,
That game does not go away.
I stay fighting with one of my friends on YouTube. He's a content creator too. He prefers the Xbox, but he loves Resident Evil 3. I will fight him all the time about it. We don't even fight about the console war shit. We just fight about the best Resident Evil game. So yeah.
Fair enough. Series X.
Series X. One of my favorite games on the Series X that I'm currently enjoying the most out of right now. Please don't laugh at me. Gears 4. I mean, it's not Gears 4. Gears 5.
Oh, Gears 5. Okay, Gears 5.
I've had my struggles with the game. I didn't like it at first, but now that I've progressed into the story, still haven't beat it yet. I'm enjoying it now.
Now, are you on the regular content or the DLC?
I haven't touched the DLC. I heard the DLC is pretty fun too.
The DLC is dope, man. I actually enjoyed the DLC more than I did the actual main story. The main story, I don't know where you're at in it, so I don't want to ruin anything. But it kind of like had these moments where it was like I was really into it, and then it was just like.
The thing is, I like Kate's character a lot. I like the character. The story kind of it threw me off a lot, but I like the direction that they're going in with it. I feel like it's a little bit more challenging. I'll swear by my soul, like the original 3 Gears games, I'll stand by them and say that was my shit. I played the hell out of those from middle school to college. I love them to death. But I try not to be too stuck on the nostalgic stuff and trying to have a newfound appreciation for the newer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
as long as they're doing something new with the new stuff.
Right.
So now, but let me keep it completely like 100. A lot of people are complaining about Far Cry 6. I love that game.
Really? I just beat it.
I love that game. I thought it was fantastic, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's the same like rinse, wash and repeat kind of game as." And I was like, "That's because it's Far Cry 6, not Far Cry reimagined or something like that." It is literally there was 5 before it, I believe. Or maybe even, I don't know, maybe even more than that, because they had Primal and then another one. But but
that one I didn't like.
Far Cry is supposed to be Far Cry, and that is the bottom line. If you don't like it, don't get it. But it's gonna be Far Cry.
Keep in mind, when Far Cry 4 came out, people were complaining about that one too. They were saying, "Oh, it's just a carbon copy of 3," because 3, a lot of people swear by 3 is the best one, and I'll be fair enough. I think it's probably the greatest one of the series as well. So.
A lot of people still say, even after 6 came out, that 3 is the best one. And, that's fair. Whatever. I personally thought 6 was just absolutely fire. Just the mechanics and everything. Being able to slide for 1.5 miles just by itself was super dope.
I enjoy 6 so much. It kind of fucked up my marriage for a minute because my wife was pissed off and pissed at me.
All right, so we clearly jumped off of the path of naming the consoles and games. No, it's fine. I kind of helped you jump off of that path. So we're going to move on to the next question, which is, which gaming genre are you not messing with? What are you just like, I ain't playing this no matter who the developer is?
Not so much developers, but it's just been RPG games for me, but it's kind of contradictory to me saying it too, because I'm playing Tales of Arise. I'm not playing too many RPGs like that because I've been burned out for years. I spent hours, long story short, I spent hours on those games, and it fucked me up. So I can't play RPGs for too long because I'll probably put in 60 hours on a game, and yeah, it'll probably prevent me from playing other games because I'm so obsessed. That's why I'm not playing. I'm going through Tales of Arise like slow as shit right now.
That's a tough game too.
Yeah, long ass fights.
Yeah, the boss fights in that game like last forever.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't played the game. I just watched because I was like thinking about buying it, and I was watching some people on YouTube play it, and I was just like I was watching the video, and then I scrolled like 20 minutes, and I was like, this dude's still fighting the same one. I scrolled like another 20 minutes. He is still fighting the same dude. I was just like, oh my god, this is like an endurance race, except you're just swinging swords the entire time.
Yeah. So I'm selective as fuck with goddamn RPG games because they take up so much time.
When you say I'm tired, I get it, bro. Like,
Dude.
I get it. But anyways, so I got that. Now let's go back into the positive direction. What's the best 3 games that came out this last year? And you can reach as far back as like when the consoles launched, because that I still kind of consider that like kind of this year pretty much. But yeah, what's your favorite 3 games, and then what game are you picking out of that to be the game of the year?
Deathloop, Ratchet and Clank, and Far Cry 6. I think both of us know dead and well that Deathloop is probably going to be the top contender for it. But I might be wrong. I think Deathloop is probably going to get it.
You think Deathloop's going to get Game of the Year?
I think Deathloop is going to get Game of the Year because I don't see Resident Evil. At first, before Deathloop came out, I was saying Resident Evil Village, but that was a one and done game in general for all consoles because no one fucking talked about it no more afterwards, after a month. So I'm going with Deathloop.
Okay, Deathloop it is for the best of the 3. All right, so now you know how I just asked you about what's your least favorite studio, or not studio, but type of game. Now I want to know what your favorite game is, and what's your favorite studio with that game.
I don't. One of my favorite games is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Turtles in Time from Konami, but Konami is going through the shitter right now. But yeah, one of my favorite games. Did you need a newer game or older?
No, man, I'm asking what's your favorite game,
okay.
and like what's the best game that like represents it. That's pretty much what I'm saying. So like TMNT.
Yep, Turtles in Time.
Ah, got it. That's a classic, man. That's a very, very much classic. So we're a little over halfway through the questions. The next question I'd like to ask you is, if you were to take back, and you might even use the game that you just said, if you were to take back 2 games and revive them and revitalize them and say you have new life, you are remade, what are those 2 games?
2 games? Jeez. And these are you just saying retro games that were to be remade?
So my stipulation I usually put on this is try not to use the Xbox One or PS4 generation. Try to go beyond that.
Okay. So go
like PS3, Xbox 360, and earlier.
Oh man, there's so many games I would like to see a remake. Code Veronica, Resident Evil Code Veronica. I would like to definitely see a remake of Xenogears. I would like, if anything, I'm actually cool if Xbox didn't make it or just remaster it with brute force. I would like to see that, or because I imagine what they could do with the 4-player on that now, like how it would look multiplayer wise. That's like a missed opportunity for me. That or Phantom Dust, but I'm actually just gonna go with.
Yeah, you just shooting games out of your head at this point.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. You hit like 4 or 5 games. Now you're just like, I want this game, and this is a missed opportunity, and this game sounds. You got excited. So what 2 games are you gonna select? 2, only 2.
I'm gonna say Brute Force and Code Veronica.
Okay, solid picks, solid picks. All right. All right, moving on. This is kind of well, I guess you can kind of take this question however you want. What frustrates you about gaming in general?
Twitter.
Okay. What about it?
Making a long story short, I found myself, even in my earlier videos, I kind of just like went off on rants, and I kind of agreed with a lot of people in the community. I'm not gonna say names. I'm not gonna say people. I mean, you exposed well enough in the community as well, just as much as I am to know what the hell goes on there. But
Yes.
I just don't like the fact that a lot of people are like very. It's a lot. I feel like that's where a lot of toxicity comes from Twitter. And that's just not the only place. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like that's where it comes from. It just bothers me that a lot of people say the things they say, and me though I prefer PlayStation. Seeing a lot of people dog Xbox badly, and I also missed out on. And keep in mind, I missed out on the Xbox One generation, but I can make up for it on the Series X. The way they talked about it and trashed it, it brought me to curious. It made me more curious. So I ended up when I ended up obtaining the.
So they pretty much advertised it for you.
Exactly. So I said, well,
that backfired.
Yeah, so since they talking all this shit about it, let me just get this console and see if it lives up. If it lives up to the hype. If I enjoy it, then I'm keeping it. If I don't enjoy it, I'll sell it. I enjoy it, so I'm keeping it. I love the console. So you just can't listen to people on Twitter and YouTube about the dumb shit they say. You just have to experience it all for yourself, regardless. A Solid Rev, I like his channel. He's probably the most legit channel I ever, to me, in my personal opinion. But when they said what they said about Back 4 Blood, it feels mediocre. It's not Left 4 Dead. I said, okay, well, whatever. I'm going to give it a chance. This is day one on Game Pass. If I enjoy it, I'm going to enjoy it. If not, I'll delete it. I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed that?
Yeah, I enjoyed Back 4 Blood. I like it a lot. So, yeah, that's just my take on it. It's just a lot of biased behavior on the internet, and you just gotta. For me, I just have to see it for myself.
Yeah.
So overall, that's what I hate about the gaming community. I hate some of the communities on the internet and the shit that they say and the toxicity.
Well, yeah, and it's not like they like to throw the word facts on top of everything, but like the fact of the matter is that like most of the time it doesn't come from an honest place what they're saying. So like it's really frustrating, and like it makes them look worse than it helps their brand. And they think that just because they have a bunch of followers that will hit the like button, that will comment, that will back them up, that they are somehow on a come up, when in reality it's like, dude, you're kind of starting to get on people's nerves to the point where they're just not understanding why you're fighting this battle that no one asked you to fight. So it's really weird. Like when you're on an Xbox channel and you're watching them just dog on PlayStation, it's like, dude, you don't even play PlayStation that much. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's not why I came to your channel. And then you see the same thing on PlayStation. They're dogging Xbox, and it's just like, man, here you are asking me for my trophies or my gamer score, but I never hear you talking about the games that you're so fond of, that you love so much. Like, you're only talking about sales, and if I want to see sales, I'll go. I'm not going to use Twitter to look at sale numbers.
Yeah, same. The thing is too, like I'm okay with the console war. I mean, I feel like it's not needed. I feel like it's not needed in this generation, though, for many reasons. But I'm not gonna get off into it. But I'm okay with the console war, because that brings out the best of both consoles. That's what brings it out. It shows what they can produce on each end, and everyone can give it a shot. I mean, I prefer Sony. You know this, and you've seen probably some of my videos in the past, but I've said before, like, I'm for it. I'm happy that Forza is dominating like it is right now. I'm happy that it got a 10, a solid 10. I like to see, that's the kind of competition I like to see. I'm not all for blah 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 blah. I don't. I'm pretty sure you've seen a couple of cats on Twitter review bombing the game for no fucking reason at all, and doing damn well they probably don't even have access to the fucking game already.
Yeah, man.
Just
What
doing-
what would Netflix be without Hulu? And you know what I'm saying? Like, what would
Exactly.
these companies be without competition to force them to, think outside a little bit and go after it in different directions and maybe make a different niche for somebody else that you can't get on this other console or whatnot. Like for instance, like PlayStation VR, you can't get that on Xbox.
Right.
Game
And
Pass,
then-
you can't get that on PlayStation. Like
Right.
you can get PS Now, but I feel like when people compare those two, it's just not comparable.
Right. I don't. Yeah. Same here.
But anyways, moving on, let's go back to something a little bit more positive. What would be a dream come true in game?
If we all could get along, we can
Ooh.
all just accept. We could all just accept the fact that we just like the game on all different platforms and not fight all the fucking time. So yeah, that's what I would like to see.
That would be pretty fantastic, but I don't see that happening, bro. That is literally a dream.
Is it?
Drex has a dream.
I do.
That's awesome. All right, so moving on. What do you enjoy outside of gaming? Like, what do you do when you're kicking it and you're not, wanting to pick up controller? You want to go out and do something.
Oh man. Now the number one thing I love doing outside is spend time with my family. I'm just just love spending time with my wife and my son. Mostly my wife now because he takes up all of both of our time.
Right.
But yeah, I also like to build stuff as well. I'm a avid figure collector. I like to build figures, simple stuff. Like whether it's Gundams, Legos. I just like doing that on my downtime. I also like to read as well.
A model man.
Yeah, like if I listen to a lot, like funny weird thing about me is like if I assemble some Lego Star Wars stuff, like I just like I'll have like the Darth Plagueis book on, I have bought the audiobook, so I'll have it in my Echo Dot playing in the background while I'm just assembling Lego sculptures and stuff.
Dope.
Or stuff.
Sounds peaceful. Sounds really peaceful.
Man, that's all I want.
Man, you sound like that you're like 20 years older than what you really are. You sound like you're 48.
Sure, I might be.
Just see you in the basement building some ships inside of a bottle or something.
Right.
But anyways, what's something fun that nobody really knows about?
Damn, what is something? What can I think of? I kind of said it on my channel a little bit, but I am kind of a handyman. I'm an apartment manager. I'm also a landscaper as well, outside of being an IT guy. Well, I do a lot of handyman work, and a lot of carpentry work. So I'm into that kind of stuff. So that's not a licensed carpenter, but I have some kind of carpentry skills.
So what you're saying is, your house gonna look real good, but you ain't so sure about being asked to work everywhere.
The thing is, it's actually the exact opposite. I'm doing more of that at the apartment building that I'm managing than I am at home, which is funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's money.
Yeah.
That's money. That's how money
Yeah.
works. You gotta work to get it. That's what's up. So my very last question, just to kind of cap everything off, is if you could, please tell me. Describe gaming in 3 words.
Okay, fair enough. Give me a second. Fun, relaxing, calm.
Perfect. I thought you were gonna say and I was gonna say this motherfucker. I was gonna say I want 3 words, but that was perfect. That was really good. I appreciate it. I thank you for being on my show today, man. Thanks for coming out and setting up this time with me. It was
Thanks for having
fantastic.
me on.
Absolutely, absolutely. You guys definitely check out Mad Drex. I will put his info of his Twitter and also his YouTube in the comments below, so you guys can check out that. But this is your boy Ham Solo signing out for Behind Them Sticks. See you later.
See you, bro.